So good morning children, this is the second video of the story A Letter to God for the CBSE 10th standard children, and we are studying from which book? We are studying from the book First Flight. So children, till now in the story what we all have seen? Till now we have seen in the story about a farmer. What is the name of the farmer? The name of the farmer is Linchu. And this farmer, what he is? He is very religious person, okay, and he believes in God too much, we can say, and the same time he is very innocent also, right? So first we will revise that what we have studied in the video 1 very quickly, okay. So we have seen in the video 1 that he is praying to the God that I should get the rain in my agricultural land so that I can get more and more crops. But what is happening when the rain is started, that time he is becoming very happy. But the rain is started, then storm also came, then the snow also started falling, and then the whole agricultural field, all the crops, they were ruined, means they were wasted, destroyed. All the crops were destroyed. So he became very sorrow, he became very sad, and that night it was a very horrorful night for the whole family. Now page number 5, we all can start the story. But in the hearts of all who lived in that solitary house in the middle of the valley, there was a single hope, help from God. So the whole family, what the whole family was thinking, the whole family who was living solitary means the one who is living alone. So the one who is living alone is said to be solitary. There was a single hope, help from God. So that time only one hope was there, a single hope was there. What was the hope? That I can get help from whom? I can get help from God. So from where he got this idea, I don't know, but I can guess. What I can guess? I can guess that maybe from his childhood he has listened that at the time of problem, who can help? Only the God can help, right? So at the time of problem, only the God can help. So what is happening? He is asking now help also from the God only, okay. Don't be so upset, even though this seems like a total loss. So he is saying to himself, don't be upset, right? It is looking like a total loss, but don't be upset. Remember, no one dies of hunger. And he is saying that we have to remember this, that because of hunger in this world no one is dying, okay. Maybe in 2 days they are getting the food, 3 days they are getting the food, but they are getting the food and they are becoming able to survive, right? But what is the condition of the life, that can we guess, children? How much full of sorrow and pity the life is. So he is consoling himself now, okay. That's what they say, no one dies of hunger. So what they say, what the peoples are talking, that no one is dying in this world because of hunger. Everyone is getting the food. Not all the 3 times, but they are getting. Although that night, Linchu thought only of his one hope, the help of God. And that night, Linchu is thinking that from where I can get the help. He is thinking, who can help me in this situation? Whose eyes, as he had been instructed, see everything. So he is thinking, who is there who sees everything? Even what is deep in one's conscience, what is deep inside oneself, that also is understood by God. So now he is thinking and talking about God. Lencho was an ox of a man. So what he is saying, that he was an ox of a man, means he was working very hard, working like animals in the fields, but still he knew how to ride. So Lencho was working very hard, but he was knowing how to ride. That much he was educated. The following Sunday at daybreak, he began to write a letter which he himself would carry to town and place in the mail. So he started writing the letter, and then he has completed his letter and himself going to the town so that he can mail in the post office. Now my question is, children, in your life, have you written any letter without address and you have posted? Maybe that time you were very small, you have written the letter and you have posted without the address only. So these things can be done only by the children, okay? But here the grown up person is there who is very innocent like a child. It was nothing less than a letter to God. So what he has written in the letter? God, he wrote, if you don't help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. And in the letter, Lencho is saying that if you are not going to help me, my family and I both are going to be hungry whole year. Both are going to become hungry. I need 100 pesos in order to sow my field again. And what he is demanding money from the God. 100 pesos. So pesos was the unit of American money, like how dollar nowadays they are having. So 100 pesos he was asking. Why he was asking? So that he can sow the field once again. If he will sow the field, maybe he is asking money so that he can buy the seeds, do the agriculture, sow the field. For that $100 he is asking. 100 pesos he is asking. Right? No other hope he is having. I need 100 pesos in order to sow my field again and to live until the crop comes. And the next time when the crop will come, till then this much money is enough for two work. First, to sow the seed, and second, to wait that when the crops will come out, till then all the home expenditure can be done with this much amount of money only. Because the hailstorm ... he has not completed the sentence also. Why he has not completed the sentence? He has not completed the sentence because maybe he is thinking that the God is knowing everything. So why I should inform him that what is happening? He wrote to God on the envelope. So on the envelope only he is writing to God, put the letter inside, and putting the letter inside, and still troubled, went to town. At the post office he placed a stamp on the letter. So a stamp also he is placing on the letter and dropped it into the mailbox and keeping this in the mailbox. One of the employees who was a postman and also helped at the post office. So whenever you are putting any of the letter in the post office, children, you are writing the address correctly or you are not writing the address only, the postmasters are accepting some of the letters and some they are rejecting. Like here address is not written, reject this. To whom we can send this letter? No one, reject this. So they used to separate. So now the separation starts. So went to his boss laughing heartily and showed him the letter to God. So what happened? One of the employee who is working in the post office is going to the boss and saying that, sir, see, laughingly he is saying that, sir, see, someone has written the letter to God only. Never in his career as a postman had he known that address. And he is laughing and saying that in my life, never I have seen any address where God is living. The postmaster, who was postmaster, he was a fat man. Fat man, you know children, who is called fat? The one who is having a muscular body, right? More muscular body, fat person. And the one is amiable. Amiable means the one who can make friend easily, and the one who can make friend with stranger also very easily, or the one whom the people used to like very much. So he used to call amiable. So then also broke out laughing. So the postmaster, he also started laughing. But almost immediately he turned serious and tapping the letter on his desk commented. So now first he started laughing, okay, when the employee showed him these things. But then he is keeping there and he is becoming very serious and he is saying, what faith, exclamation mark, I wish I had the faith of the man who wrote this letter. And he is now exclaiming and saying, what a faith. I wish I had this type of faith in God, how this man is having and writing the letter to God for help. Then, starting up a correspondence with God. So, starting up a talking or the address with God. So, in order not to shake the writer's faith in God, so what the postmaster that time he thought that I should not do anything by which the writer's faith in God is becoming less. He is thinking that if he is having the faith in God, then his faith should become more strong. Okay. So what he is doing, the postmaster came up with an idea. Now the postmaster is having one idea. Answer the letter. So he has written the letter back to whom? Back to Lincho. But when he opened it, it was evident that to answer it he needed something more than goodwill. So something more was needed than goodwill means he was asking money, no, 100 pesos. Ink and paper, but he stuck to his resolution. He asked for money from his employee, and 100 pesos that time, it was not less money, children, it was a very big amount of money. So he started asking money from all his employees, that anyone want to contribute, like this. He himself gave part of his salary, and several friends of his were obliged to give something for an act of charity. So act of charity, all his friends, all his employees, they started paying. It was impossible for him to gather together the 100 pesos. So it was impossible for him to gather together the 100 pesos. Postmaster was not able to gather 100 pesos alone. It was a big amount of money. So he was able to send the farmer only a little more than half. He put the money in an envelope addressed to Lincho and with a letter containing only a single word as a signature, God. So now the postmaster is writing the letter back to the whom? Back to Lincho and sending the money, not all the 100 pesos, because that much money he was not able to collect. And how he collected the money? He collected the money from asking help from all the employee, all his friends, like the act of charity for something good, for something good. Are you understanding, children? Then what happened? So postmaster is not able to send 100 pesos, but more than half pesos, okay, he is sending, and as signature he is writing God. This much only he is writing and money he is sending. Then the following Sunday, Lencho came a bit earlier than usual to ask if there was a letter for him. The following Sunday means coming Sunday, okay, whatever the Sunday was coming. For example, today is Thursday, so following Sunday when it will come? It will come Friday, Saturday, Sunday, means 2 days after tomorrow, okay. And then if I say that today is Friday, so day after tomorrow, what will come? Sunday will come. If today is Saturday, tomorrow Sunday will come. So here the sense we have to understand. Following Sunday means that week what the which Sunday is coming first, that Sunday. Lencho is coming to the post office and he is asking about the money. He is asking about the letter, that if there was a letter for him. It was the postman himself who handed the letter to him, while the postmaster, experiencing the contentment of a man who has performed a good deed, looked on from his office. So now the postmaster, what he is doing, he is looking like, yes, one good deed I have done in my life. What? He was asking money from the God, he has written the letter and that money I have sent. So like that he was feeling, okay. So what happened? He is getting his letter. Lencho showed not the slightest surprise on seeing the money. So when Lencho got the money, he was not surprised. He is thinking that I have asked from God only, no. So God has given me money. I have asked help from God and he has given me money. He is not surprised. Such was his confidence. So that was the level of his confidence. But he became angry when he counted the money. So he was expecting that I will get 100 pesos. All the 100 pesos he will get. But what happened when he started counting the money? It was not 100 pesos. Because the postmaster was not able to collect 100 pesos. He has sent only half of the pesos. So he became angry now. God could not have made a mistake, and he is saying that God cannot make a mistake, nor could he have denied Lencho what he had requested. So he is speaking two things. First thing, he is speaking that God cannot do mistake, point number 1. And point number 2, children, he is saying that at the same time, God can never deny whatever I am asking from him. Means that much good child I am in front of God, and God is liking me. Like this he is saying. Okay. So immediately Lencho went up to the window to ask for paper and ink. So now Lencho is going to the window to ask paper and ink. Why? So that again he can write the letter to God. On the public writing table he started to write. So on the public writing table what happened? He started to write. With much wrinkling of his brow. Wrinkling means putting the eyebrow upside and downside. This is the sign of tension, or this is the sign of serious thinking. In this manner he did, caused by the effort he had to make to express his ideas. So he wanted to express his ideas, so like this he was doing. When he finished, he went to the window to buy a stamp, which he licked and then affixed to the envelope with a blow of his fist. So with the blow of his fist, so how it is said, no, that how he is writing the letter, taking the envelope, okay. taking the stamps and every work he is finishing. So then he is going away from there. The moment the letter fell into the mailbox, that time only the postmaster is now very much interested to know. The postmaster is now very much interested to know that what this man Lincho has written in the letter. So he is very thankful towards God that he has sent the money, or he is not satisfied, he is still sad. What is there? The moment the letter fell into the mailbox, the postmaster went to open it, and now the postmaster is impatient, we can say, children. He is impatient and he wanted to know. He wanted to know that what he has written in the letter. It said, God, of the money that I asked for, only 70 pesos reached me. 70 pesos. So he is saying to God that, God, I know you cannot do the mistake. I am asking 100 pesos from you. So I believe you have sent 100 pesos. But only 70 pesos reached me. Okay. Then send me the rest since I need it very much. And second line he is saying that send me the rest money. How much money now rest? 30 pesos, because I need that money very much. But don't send it to me through the mail. But this time what you do? You don't send the money through the mail, because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks. Because I think that the post office employees, those who are working in the post office, they are the bad peoples. Crook means a bad person. So a bunch of crooks means all those who are working in the bank, they all are bad, I think. Because I asked from God 100 pesos and 70 pesos only I am getting. Means maybe 30 pesos they have only taken. But what is the reality, children? Reality is that all the bank staff, they have collected 70 pesos and they have given to Lencho. So where the belief is now going? What is the reality and what is the faith? Okay. And at end what he is writing? He is writing at the end Lencho. His signature he is putting. So this story is very interesting, and this story is very humorous also. We can find out that the bank employees are only helping, and he is blaming the bank employees only for the loss of 30 pesos. And he is saying that send me money next time through some other means, not by mail, because mail these people's bad peoples are there. So do you think that the next time money he will get also? Do you think that what he has done is correct, that he has written the letter? Or we can say that this all things happened because of simplicity, and he was not having much worldly knowledge. So that much worldly knowledge he was not having, so all these things happened. Now my one question is there, children. Can you say why Lencho was not surprised when he got the letter back from the God? So do you really think that the first time he is asking money from the God? Because as it is said in the story that always the land was harvesting good, so never in his life he has failed this type of experience before, and this was the first time when he was asking money. So now we can discuss the question answer, children. Okay. Now we can discuss the question answer. Thinking about the text. Before that, a few oral question answers are there in the page number 6. So oral comprehension check. Who or what did Lencho have faith in? What did Lencho have faith in? What did he do? So we can say the answer. I am saying the keywords. You all are asked to write the answer in your own words. Okay. So you can make your answer around my keywords. So who or what did Lencho have faith in? Lencho was having the faith in God, that at the time of problem, what the God can do, the God can help us. What did he do? So the question is, when he was having this type of faith, what he do? So he has written the letter to the God, and that time in the letter he asked 100 pesos. In the letter what he did? 100 pesos he asked. Who read the letter? Second question. So this question we can answer, children, that the letter was read by all the employees, those who were working in the bank, including the postmaster of the bank. What did the postmaster do then? So then we can say that the postmaster decided to help Lencho so that his faith should be maintained on God. So he started collecting money in the form of charity, act of charity for something good from all his friends and all his employees, those who all were working there, right? So finally he was able to collect 70 pesos only, and he 70 pesos sent to the address of the Lencho. So that time, the next Sunday, Lencho is also coming to the post office, and he started asking. So what he started asking? That what I want my letter, if any letter is there for me or not. Then what did the postmaster do then? This much thing he has done. Then page number 7. Was Lencho surprised to find a letter for him with money in it? This question is telling that was Lencho surprised to find a letter for him with money in it? So Lencho was not surprised to find a letter for him with money in it. He was not surprised to find the letter in it, okay, money in it. Why he was not surprised? He was not surprised because that belief he was having, that if I ask from God, the God can surely give me, help me. What made him angry? Why he became very much angry? So he became very much angry because he asked 100 pesos, and there he was able to find only how much pesos? Only 70 pesos. So he became angry. He was thinking that maybe this bank employees, they are the bad people and they have only taken the money. Okay. Now, thinking about the text. So this type of question, children, you have to write little bit more in detail. Okay. So who does Lencho have complete faith in? So complete faith Lencho was having in God only. Which sentences in the story tell you this? So when he started writing the letter, when he started complaining back to the letter, when he started writing the letter to the God, when he started complaining back to God. So this type of sentences are explaining us that he was having a complete belief in the God. Second question. Why does the postmaster send money to Lencho? So postmaster started sending money to Lencho because he thought that his belief should not be shattered. His belief in the God is very strong, and that should come true. So he started helping. Why does he sign the letter God? He signed the letter God so that Lencho will believe that this letter is coming from the God only, and the money 70 pesos is sent by God only. And then question number 3, children. Did Lencho try to find out who had sent the money to him? Why? Why not? So this answer, what we can say? This answer we can say that Lencho he has not tried to find out that who has sent the money, because he was believing already that this money is sent by whom? He was believing that this money is sent by God. So he was not doing any investigation that who has sent this money. Who does Lencho think has taken the rest of the money? So he was thinking that the rest of money who has taken? So what happened? That the rest of money who has taken? He was thinking that this bank employees, they have only taken, okay. What is the irony in the situation? Irony means something opposite is happening, okay. What we are thinking or speaking, no, that is not happening, opposite is happening. Irony is there that God has not said the money, or we can say that by the good peoples only the God has sent the money. This also we can say. Actually the postmaster and his employees and his friend, they all did a great hard work to collect the 70 paisas, and these 70 paisas they have sent, right. So these 70 paisas, what they did, they have sent these 70 paisas to whom? They have sent these 70 paisas to Lencho, okay. But the Lencho is thinking that God has sent me 100 pesos, okay, and these peoples have taken my 30 pesos. So he is asking rest 30 pesos from God, and he is saying also that don't send by the mail, you send by some other means. So I think that if any day God will also come to his house, he will be not surprised, right. In joke I am saying this. What is the irony in this situation? Remember that the irony of a situation is an unexpected aspect of it. Ironical situation is strange or amusing because it is the opposite of what is expected. So what he was expecting? What he was expecting? Postmaster was expecting that Lencho will become very happy. Lencho will become very happy by looking the money, okay, and he will thanks everyone in the office maybe or someone, or he will become happy and he will go. But exactly opposite happened. Lencho become very sad. Why? He become angry also. Why? Because Lencho was not able to get all the 100 pesos, and he was thinking that God cannot do the mistake. So now the question is, who has done the mistake? If this mistake is done, then who has done the mistake? 30 pesos he was thinking that these peoples have only taken. Who the peoples? These peoples are the peoples, those who are working in the bank. And then a few more questions are there. Page number 8. Are there people like Lencho in the real world? So now the question is, are there people like Lencho in the real world? So in real world people are like this. How Lencho is there? Answer is yes. The peoples are there in the real world also like Lencho. Some peoples are very innocent. That much they are innocent, no? That they can also have some of the common stories, how we are having the story of Lencho. What kind of person would you say he is? I can say this is my personal answer. You can have your different answer also, children. What kind of a person would you say he is? So he is a very gentle person. He is a very innocent person, and he is not having much knowledge about the world. You must select appropriate words from the box to answer the question. He was greedy? No. He was selfish? No. He was comical? No. He was unquestioning? No. He was stupid? Yes. So we can say little bit he was a stupid person. There are two kind of conflict in the stories. First is between the humans and the nature, and between humans themselves. So humans and nature, how are these conflicts illustrated? Human and nature we can understand like this, that when he was waiting for the raindrop in the field, that time rain started, then snow also started falling, a storm came and all the crops were destroyed. So like this first conflict we can say. And between the human themselves, how we can say that when he started complaining, Lencho started complaining to God in the letter that I think that this bank employees, they are the bunch of crooks, bad peoples, and they have only taken the 30 pesos. But the reality is different. What the reality is, that they have only collected the money and given to him. Now thinking about language. So look at the following sentence from the story. Suddenly a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain, very large hailstones began to fall. Hailstones are small balls of ice that fall like rain. A storm in which hailstones fall is a hailstorm. You know that a storm is bad weather with strong winds, rain, thunder and lightning. So here the explanation is there. Okay. And one question is there, which is the fill in the blanks, and this you have to fill in the blanks where you have to write the name of the different words which are used for a storm. Like you can write the gale, whirlwind, cyclone, hurricane, tornado, typhoon. Okay. Then notice how the word hope is used in this sentence from the story. I hope it passes quickly. It passes quickly means the hailstorm, it will stop now. Now no more snow falling will be there. There was a single hope, help from God. Because he was thinking that now no one will help me. So now who can help? Only God can help. In the first example, hope is a verb which means you wish for something to happen. So he is wishing for something, that something is going to happen. In the second example, it is a noun meaning a chance for something to happen. A chance for something to happen. Then we can see, children, page number 9. Match the sentences in column A with the column B. So there we have to match only A and B. If they are similar in meaning, we can match them. Okay. So will you get the subject you want to study in college? I hope so. So it is a feeling that something good will probably happen, thinking that this would happen, stopped believing that this good thing would happen, wanting something to happen, showing concern that what you say should not offend or disturb the other person, a way of being polite, wishing for something to happen, although this is very unlikely. So here the answer will be one I am doing for you all, and the rest you can do by yourself. So here the answer will be fourth one, wanting something to happen. Then about some grammar part is also discussed here, about the relative clause. So we know, children, what is a relative clause. Here for example, who knows his field immediately. So I know a man whose father is a doctor. So whose father is a doctor, this type of things are said to be the relative clause. Okay. So gives more information about Lencho and the woman, we call them relative clause. So relative clause, common relative clause are whom, whose and which, and they are non-defining. So join the sentences given below using who, whom, whose, which as suggested. So some grammar part is there which you all can do by yourself. Any doubt is there, we may discuss. Then page number 10. This is about using negative for emphasis, then metaphor, So metaphor comes from a Greek word meaning transfer. Metaphor compare two things or ideas. A quality or feelings of one thing is transferred to another thing. Some common metaphors are the leg of the table. Actually the table is not having the leg, but who is having the leg? Human beings are having the leg. So when the ideas, thoughts are transferred, feelings are transferred, the leg supports our body. So the object that supports a table is described as a leg. So that is called metaphor. The leg of the table is here, metaphor. The heart of the city is metaphor. And then speaking part is there. And then page number 12, we can see what we have done, then what you can do. So two sections are there that simply you all can read, and if you are facing any doubt, we all can discuss. So this was a very interesting story. Thank you all children. Have a good day.